What's up, guys? This is a video on how to replace the front hubs in the 1997 Dodge Ram 1500. Alright, these are the tools you're going to need. You're going to need a nice hammer, socket, or a ratchet wrench, I'm sorry. You're going to need a 1 and 11/16 inch socket. I have a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch adapter. You'll need some needle-nose pliers, 3/8 inch hex bit for your brake calipers, 14mm 12-point socket, and I have an adapter on it. I don't know why. You're gonna need a 4-way bungee to hang up the brake caliper once you take it off. New cotter pins. A nice socket and ratchet set, good size brake or torque wrench thing, torque socket, whatever. It's good to 150 pounds. And a good size breaker bar. This is a 1/2 inch. I strongly recommend getting a 3/4 inch. And then you're going to need a good size cheater bar. This is an old exhaust pipe, and it's probably about a good 4.5 feet. Then you're going to need some PB Blaster penetrating oil. It's really good. And then some WD-40, just because. Alright, we'll start by taking off the wheel. I already pre-loosened it just to make this damn thing faster. No video on it. Alright, your next step is going to be to take this castle nut off the cotter pin. I already did this previously, so I already know it's loose, but it's going to be a pain in the ass to get if it's your first time removing it. Ta-da! Throw this away, don't reuse it. Alright. This bitch off. Okay, here's an easy trick to get. Yay! I recommend soaking that in PB Blaster, because if not, it's just a big pain in the dick. Next up is taking the brake caliper off. And then we got 2 little bolts, or little hex nuts. One there, go in there. And that's why I realized why I had this adapter. So I have a 1/2 inch socket wrench, and a 3/8 inch drive, 3/8 hex nut, and I have a 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter. Gird. He's loose. Bungee cord. Don't let this hang by the brake line. Muy mal. Dinner time. Okay. Pretty. Remove the rotor. These little tabs right here need to come off. And the rotor comes off somehow. Yeah, it'll come off. And there is the hub unit bearing assembly. And the whole thing moves. My God, it even spins. It's supposed to. But yeah. Alright, here's your hub. You have 3 bolts. 1, 2, there's a third point on the other side. It's a triangle. The bolts are on the other side. They're 12 point and they're special bolts. According to another video, these are about 20 bucks each. So don't break them. Go get a 12 point 14 millimeter and loosen them up. Shoot them with PB blaster. And I gotta start the truck and turn the wheels so I can get access to them. Alright. PB blaster and 3 bolts. Alright, this top bolt, turn your wheel all the way to the left to get a good enough space in here to get this assembly up in there. There you go. Alright, same thing with this last third bolt. Just turn the wheel all the way to the right to reach that one. I have enough clearance to get it with the breaker bar and that socket set. Word to the wise about working up under the fender well. Careful when you get up. Shit hurts. Alright, so I've got the top bolt out. It wasn't that hard to get. That's the top bolt. Like I said, it was not that hard to get as long as you use that 12 point socket thing. Now I'm going to just try it with this chisel in between the hub. See if I can't separate a little bit. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try another trick. Alright, so this little chisel and my trusty old hammer couldn't get that damn thing off. And I even sprayed it with PB blaster a few times to see if I can get it off. But it didn't work. So the other trick I saw on YouTube's was to take a bigger than the head actually is on the bolt socket. And this is a 3/4. I'm going to slip it on over here. And I'm going to turn the wheel and use the steering system as a hydraulic press. Hopefully that'll work. Let me see. If I break my truck, well, it's my truck. Alright guys, I took this little chisel, kept spraying it with PB blaster, and then just started going along the edges of the hub against the dust shield. And eventually I got it to pop loose a little bit. All 3 of the bolts are out. You just have to use a lot of force and a lot of patience with these damn things. Alright guys, so I finally got it out. I went ahead and took out the axle. Be very careful when you take that out. Make sure you don't get any of this gunk or trash that's on here. Take a nice wire brush and just clean this out. A little bit cleaner. And clean this shit up too. That shit's dirty in there. But here's the old hub. Doesn't seem like it's that broke, but if you can see, I'll maybe put the camera down here so you can. Yeah, it won't work. Lock it. Okay. I don't know if you can see that much movement, but. Alright, this is the new hub bearing sealed unit. It is a Duralast unit. I recommend getting a Timken if you have the money. However, I did not. I was strapped for money. I need to get this on the road. But basically do everything. Put that in. My battery's about to die. Put the axle back in. Do this. And torque it down to the right specs. I believe the castle nut is 175 foot-pounds. Or pound-feet, whatever you want to do. And the axle to hub nuts are 125 foot-pounds. So hopefully I have enough battery to finish the installation. Alright, the new hub assembly is on, bolted in. It's not torqued down yet. So I'm going to grab my torque wrench and torque it down. Well, my camera decided to die on me, so I got to use my new Samsung Galaxy S3. Okay, but I torqued down this back bolt to 125 foot-pounds with my torque stick. Yeah. So I gotta turn the wheel this way and torque down the others. Alright, so I turn the wheel. It looks like it might rain. I turn the wheel and I just gotta torque down that one and this bottom one. Right up there. It's up there. Torque those down. So let's see if I can get my camera to stay on. Right down. Yeah, right there's good. Tight. No, I'll get that one in a second. Start with the top one. Click here in a second. There it goes. Next step, put the rotor back on. Oop, hold up. I'm gonna do this one on hand. Alright. Come on. Put that on backwards. Okay, make sure the dust shield has like, you know, this part sticking toward the truck. I figured that out the hard way. But I took it off, redid it, flipped it around, already torqued it down with the torque stick. So now I just got to put the rotor and everything back on. Alright, caliper and everything's back on. All you gotta do now is put this little ring back on. I went ahead and sprayed it with PB Blaster. And then on with Lake Castle nut. Make sure that goes on correctly. Alright. Yeah, it's going in there. Socket while you know fit. There it goes. castle nut is on. Now you have to torque this to 175 foot-pounds. It's 150. Use the cheater bar to make sure I actually get the torque. That's torqued. There you go. And it's all put back together. Just gotta drop it off the jacks and jack stands, close everything up, get it to start. It's been sitting for 4 weeks. And it'll be ready to go. There's my Omni. The whole process took maybe about 4 hours. That's also because it's my first time doing it and I was making a video. So there you go. Now I just gotta tackle the other side.